So how politely can you using formal and informal language? Vimala will seek help and neighbor will offer help. So always find the suitable words while you are filling the blanks. Hello, hi, namaste and welcome to Vidhyaashram, the Temple of Excellence. I am Nandakishore, Faculty of English in Vidhyaashram, Mysuru. In my previous sessions, I have already discussed n number of language functions. And in today's session, I am going to talk about offering to help. Let us start how well you can make use of your language while you express with somebody or while you express to somebody while offering to help. So let's start with today's session. So what is offering to help and how do you use your vocabulary or maybe your language functions when you find somebody in trouble and while you extend your arms to help them out? There are different ways in which we can offer help to others in various situations in life. Very true, but not all of them who would willingly come up to help the people who are in need. No, very few, those who have a great heart, would voluntarily come up. They would understand the pain or the need of a person and they would help the needy. Vimala has to go to the hospital to see her sister. There is nobody to look after her child. Her neighbor offers to help. So this is a situation. Vimala has to go to the hospital for what? To have a look at her sister. We don't know what is wrong, but Vimala is stuck in a great horrible condition and she has a child. She cannot leave the child at home all alone by itself. So what will be the situation here? Seeking help, Vimala will seek help and neighbor will offer help. Vimala, oh, I am in a fix. She says, my God, what to do? I am in such a horrible condition, such a horrible situation. Neighbor, is there something I can do? Neighbor is politely asking, is there something I can do for you? And Vimala says, do you mind to take care of my child for some time? Please, do you mind? Because most of the neighbors would not happily agree to take the neighbor's child who happens to be a troublesome kid. If that is the case, no way, they are not going to accept. Even though the kid is very well behaved, we find only few good neighbors who would accept this request. Neighbor, no, I don't mind. So neighbor says, I don't mind at all. I would be more than happy to have your kid and I will take care of your kid. No worries. Vimala, thank you. It's very kind of you. Principal, is anyone in this class ready to introduce the chief guest in tomorrow's function? This is the different context, right? The next context is principal. Is anyone in this class ready to introduce the chief guest in tomorrow's function? He is requesting somebody. Just because principal is telling, that doesn't mean the principal is helpless. Keep this in mind. Now, Rahul says, perhaps I could do it, sir. I'm going to help you with that. If nobody is willing to introduce tomorrow's chief guest, I will be more than pleased, more than happy to introduce tomorrow's chief guest. Principal says, thank you for your offer. Because you see, these days students will not voluntarily come up. We have to push them forward. We have to pressurize them. We have to assign them the work they have to do. Only then they will take up, willingly or unwillingly. But here, Rahul is kind enough, so he is just voluntarily coming up and he tells, perhaps I could do it for you, sir. But I'm afraid you look sick. Though you look sick, he is willing to do it. You may not be able to do that. So principal says, what if you cannot do it because you look sick? Rahul says, yes, I am. Of course I am, sir. I'm looking sick, but I will manage. but I'll manage, sir. No need to worry. And I'm not going to let you down. Principal, thank you, Rahul. That's the spirit. So principal is always like, thumbs up, double thumbs up. That's the spirit, my boy. So those are the contexts, or those are the situations you get to see lot many such experiences, or you get to see happening in our daily lives. But looking at that, you are in a commanding position. You want to offer help to somebody, or you are in a horrible condition where you want help from somebody. So there are two contexts, two situations where you can offer help, or where you are in a condition or a situation where you need help. So it depends on you. It's in your hands how well you respond to the situation. Next is language function. So this is a table which you can see in your workbook. So situation and function. Try to understand the situation here. Function is offering, accepting and declining. Just because somebody comes and tries to help you, we get to see a lot of things happening, right? Let's imagine that your bike is broken down, or maybe your car is, or any vehicle is broken down, and you are left all alone by yourself. Where? Maybe in the middle of nowhere. You don't know where you are standing, but still you are expecting somebody to give you a lift. And a vehicle stops by. The vehicle is full of hooligans. By looking at their faces, you can identify, you can feel it, you can sense it within yourself that this is going to be troublesome for me. So I am not going to get inside. I am not going to board the vehicle. So depending on the situation, you can either accept or decline. At times, we see youngsters who want to go and impress a gorgeous girl, beautiful girl. Unnecessarily, they will go and ask her, may I help you out? So she can silently decline, saying, no, thank you. I'm fine. I can do things by my own now. I don't need anybody's help. I have seen such embarrassing moment as well. So coming back to this, offering. So how politely can you use using formal and informal language? May I help you? You see a lot of weak people, they stand across the street, or maybe they cannot buy anything, they cannot carry things on their heads or backs. You can go and ask them, may I help you? Yes. Informal languages, can I help you? Can I? Or you can always use more than one language expression. Would you like some help? Or would you mind if I can help you? Would you mind if I help you? You can improvise your answer. Informal is, want a hand? You look like you need a hand for help. You want a hand in the sense you're not going to disarm this and then give it to him. Now, you're not going to chop off your hand and give it to somebody else. Want a hand means you're asking somebody if I should help you out in your difficulty. Shall I? Imagine you're standing in a bus station or railway station, and you see a young boy, healthy and young boy, but he happens to carry 3 to 4 bags, where he is struggling to carry the third bag, and you are standing next to him, and you can ask him, shall I help you? He may accept or decline. Now let us see how well you can accept somebody's offer. That's very kind of you. If you say yes, yes isn't sufficient, especially when it comes to language function. In your examination, you may have to write more than yes or no. That's very kind of you, very sweet of you, right? That's great. This is formal. Informally, how can you thank? That's great. Thank you. That's just what happened, what needed, right? That's just what needed. Yes, please. If somebody comes and helps, or if somebody comes and asks you whether you need some help, You can say, yes please, yes indeed. You can say, yes indeed, of course, yes. You can say, you can develop your answers. How do you decline politely? Declining, it's nice of you, thanks, don't worry, it's okay, no, it's all right. Declining in the sense, sir, what do you mean, it's nice of you? Declining? In the sense, let us say a teacher, okay? A teacher is carrying a bundle of books and you think that teacher is struggling to carry the books. So you would go and you would walk up to the teacher and you would ask, ma'am or sir, would you mind? May I help you? Would you mind if I carry some books? And teacher in return would tell you, it's nice of you, my boy. It's so sweet of you, my girl. It's okay, I can carry the books myself. You can decline it by saying these words. It's not just, yes, of course, it seems like accepting, but it is not. You cannot simply shout at the child, now go, I can carry it myself. You cannot be so rude. It looks inhumane. You need to be very polite. That is the main function of language. That's why the language function is prescribed. You need to be more polished. Next, informally, how do you decline your offer? Thanks, don't worry. So I can tell a student, or it could be anybody for that matter. No, thank you. Don't worry, I can carry it myself. It's okay. I can simply say, it's okay. Don't worry, don't take so much of risk. So sweet of you. Or no, it's all right. It's all right. I can carry it myself. So you should know how well to use language function. Let us move on and try to solve activity 1. In activity 1, Harini's mother is sick. Try to remember. Harini's mother is sick. She couldn't complete her assignment. She would be punished if she doesn't complete her assignment. So Ramya offers to help. There are two people, Harini and Ramya. Harini, now, I am afraid. I'm afraid if I can, or you would say, you can simply use the simple words. I think I am not going to complete my assignment. Or you can write, I believe I may not complete my assignment by tomorrow. Or since my mother is sick, I believe I am not going to complete my assignment. Since my mother is sick, I may have to be with her or I may have to help her out. So I may not be able to complete my assignment. I am afraid if my assignment would be completed. You can use n number of answers, but whichever answer you use, it should make sense when you write in the blanks. Ramya, can I help you? She knows that, she is like a bit upset. She's thinking whether or if she can complete the assignment by tonight. So can I help you? Ramya is asking. Informal language. Harini, please help me write some pages, or I'm just writing simple sentences here. Please help me with some pictures. Please help me with some diagrams, because at times if you happen to become the science student, then you may have to draw a lot of diagrams. Or please help me solve some problems, mathematical problems, or it could be even commerce subjects at times. Ramya, no worries at all, no worries. Or you can just develop your conversation. Please help me do this, so and so. I hope you don't mind. So this is blank. Ramya says, no worries. Don't worry. Don't worry, it's okay. It's my pleasure to help you out. So you can improvise your own answers whenever possible. Activity 2. At the bookstore, an elderly man is struggling to read and copy the titles. Saurav offers to help him. Now, old man, oh, how forgetful I am. I have left my reading glasses. So he has forgotten his reading glasses and he needs some help. Saurav, sir, if you don't mind. Now Saurav happens to hear this. So he is struggling. Okay, he is seeing, Saurav is looking at this old man struggling to read the copy of the titles. So the conversation should be related to this context. Sir, if you don't mind, can I read the titles of the book maybe? Can I read the titles for you? Can I read the titles for you? Old man, I am so thankful to you, son. Is so happy, delighted. So he says, I am so thankful to you, son. Saurav, how should he respond? Because old man is very polite, very genuine, very sweet. It is time for Saurav's response. It's my pleasure. Or let us say, thank you so much is the words used by old man, and in return Saurav would say, always welcome, sir. Most welcome. Right? It's my pleasure, sir. Old man, there is some blank and son and very again blank. So what should we write here? You're so sweet of you, or it's so sweet of you, son. You're so sweet, son. You are too good or too well behaved, son. Very well behaved. It is also possible. Very kind. Or let us begin with, you are very kind, son. Very kind indeed. Very kind indeed. So it makes sense when you find the suitable words for the blanks. It's not just you write like, I'm so thankful to you, son. You're welcome, sir. And then you're really sweet, son. Very sweet. That will make a bit of negative impact to the evaluator in your examination. So always find the suitable words while you are filling the blanks, or it could be finding the right option in your examination. Here is the next activity. Look at this picture. Complete the dialogue between the old woman and the young man. Activity 3. So what is happening here? Where a monk or maybe a young man or a boy is trying to help the old woman. Young man, can I help you? Simple. You can use simple words. Can I help you? Old woman, yes, please. Yes, please help me cross the road. Right? Young man, may I hold your hand? Because if you see the picture there, he is holding her hand. Next one, old woman. Thank you, right? Thank you, son, or thank you, my boy. God bless you. Young man, no need to thank me. I have done my duty. He says, my duty. Remember that. So that's how you're going to make use of language function. So that's it about today's session. I'm going to talk about many examples and remaining language functions. I think there are 2 or 3 language functions left out. I'm going to complete it in the coming sessions. Until then, keep practicing. We'll see you in the next session. Have a good day. Take care.